Hi, hey, hello, my friends. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing my May TBR with you. And I know we are already well into May, but stick with me. My scheduling has gotten very mixed up lately. But I'm going to talk to you about what I'm reading this month anyways. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and enjoy the video. Okay, since I went on vacation and I've been studying, I have exams next month. So I've definitely fallen behind with content creation and everything, but if you want to stick with me, give me the grace. So I also was thinking about taking part in readathons this month because there was a bunch going on, but it just got confusing. And the ones that I was interested in are also kind of like very competitive game based. So I just figured that would be a lot of pressure on me. And it was just, I just want to go with the flow. And I feel like I definitely kind of want to pick up a lot of mood reads this month as well, because I feel like I've been kind of like slumping. I haven't really had as much energy to read lately. So honestly, I don't know how many of these I'm going to get through. I've already gotten through a couple of them since we're more than halfway through the month already. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure how many more I'm going to finish and if I'm going to pick up every single one on these, every single one that I put on the TBR, because I also kind of want to give myself a space to mood read. But regardless, let's get into it. The first thing that I landed on was audio. And so for this, the audiobook that I'm choosing to pick up is Every Heart the Doorway by Seanan McGuire. This is a novella series about kids that go through certain portals to their ideal worlds and then can't really get back to them. And so there's a school that they go to sort of learn how to come to terms with that, or how to, like, I don't know, connect with this community of other kids that have gone to portals that of their perfect worlds, and their parents kind of send them to the school because they feel like this isn't their kid anymore, their kid is very changed, and they just want the school to reform them and to bring back their kid. But it's not really a school about reformation, it's more about like community, which is really nice, like found family. I think there's like 9 novellas out and they follow different characters, and so yes, I'm very excited to continue on with this. So the next turn I landed on manga, and for this I'm kind of just going to leave it very open-ended and pick up whatever strikes the mood, because I have a couple that I could choose from. I could pick up Akame ga Kill 0 and continue on with that. I could go where I left off in Jujutsu Kaisen, but that's just a lot of emotional damage, and I mean, I miss it. I miss the world there so much, but I don't know, that's definitely a commitment. There's Chainsaw Man, and there's also, I have this, Blade of the Immortal, that I could pick up as well. And this seems very intense. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what the plot is, but I don't really need to know the plot because just like the art and the vibe already got me. This is an omnibus version, so this has 3 volumes in it. So if I want to check out the first volume, possibly. I don't know. I'm not really putting a certain book for this prompt because I kind of just want to see whatever one that I want to pick up, what strikes my mood, etc. But those are the options I have for this. The next turn I landed on tarot card and I pulled the Lovers, which means I pick up a duology. And for this, I really should, I really should finish Six of Crows, because I read Six of Crows last June and now it's been almost a year and I still haven't picked up Crooked Kingdom. Why? I don't know. I feel a little intimidated and sad that I don't really want that story to end. So in my mind, like, if I haven't picked up the story, then it just hasn't ended. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, I don't know. That's an option. I could pick it up, but it is a really long book and I'm definitely not going to finish it at this rate. So another one that I am very interested in, and that was a very fast read for me, is the second book in the first book is Seven Faceless Saints. It's like a fantasy romance, and I read the first one in October, I want to say. I read Seven Faceless Saints last year and I really, really enjoyed it. I like the magic system, and it's very influenced by Italian culture, and it has some like Italian words, and the setting is very reminiscent of Italy as well. And it deals with rebellion and kind of like friends to enemies to lovers, and it was really good. It was a very fast read, and the new book just came out called Disciples of Chaos. It just came out in February, I believe, and I definitely want to see where this is headed because it deals with like old gods and rebellion within like the gods and the people fighting the war for the gods, and this one outcast who brought so much destruction that now they are trying to outcast him as a god in general. Very vague synopsis, but that's that. It's good. You should check it out. The next turn I landed on graphic novel. For this, I'm also kind of going to keep my options open. The only one I think I'm in the middle of right now is Saga. I have yet to pick up volume 4, I believe. But other than that, I completely forgot that I have this. I have the first 2 volumes of Mom, and this is written by Amelia Clark. How fucking cool is that? I got these like, I think it's been 2 years now, and I haven't opened them, but like, I was immediately drawn to this cover. That's absolutely stunning. So I have the first 2 volumes of this. Don't tell me what it's about. I think it's just like some superhero mom. Oh yeah, MOM, Mother of Madness. So there's that. The next prompt I landed on horror, and for this, I have a lot that I really want to get through. I think like officially I put Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones for this prompt, but I'm also kind of adding a couple more to this prompt as sort of open-ended options. I really want to find the perfect recipe of horror that I really like because I feel like the ones that I've picked up haven't really been hitting the spot. So Mapping the Interior, as well as The Children of Red Peak by Craig DeLuey. Mapping the Interior is about this 12-year-old boy who starts to see the ghost of his father and in his house. He believes there's ominous reasonings behind the reappearance of his dad. And then The Children of Red Peak is about this group of kids who were in a cult, and now they are the only survivors of the cult, and they get reunited, and they want to kind of go back to the site of where they grew up in the cult in order to sort of find some answers to what happened to everyone and like why they're the only survivors. And as of now, I've already finished both of those books. So I feel like I might want to pick up another one just so that I can have another audiobook. One of them that I think I might want to pick up is Burn the Negative, I think it's called. I don't remember who it's by, but it's some cursed film book, which sounds really interesting. So for the next pick, I got the prompt jar and I picked anti-hero / morally gray character. I'm gonna get back into Morningstar by Pierce Brown. And I've been putting this off, okay? I finished reading Golden Sun in January, and that emotionally damaged me. And now I don't think like, I'm already in the train, and the train, like, it's never gonna stop, like the emotional damage is going to keep on coming because I'm so invested. And I'm excited. I'm very excited to continue because I do want something that's like gut-wrenching. I want my feelings and my emotions to go through the ringer, I want to be absolutely gutted because I love the characters so much. And I'm very curious to see what the fuck is going to happen. I'm excited. I'm so excited to pick this up. Next turn, I landed on physical book, and for this, I'm picking up Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. And I'm picking this up because my dad was at the library and he saw Empire of the Vampire and he was like, this looks cool. And then he also saw this and then he was like, this looks cool. And then he picked it up from the library and I was like, no way. I was gonna recommend Jay Kristoff to you because I feel like my dad would love Empire of the Vampire. So I definitely want to like buddy read that with him. But since he picked this up, I was like, yo, I have that book. I'm gonna pick it up and then we could buddy read it. He hasn't really had a lot of time for reading though, so I'm definitely way ahead of him on this, but I'm very excited for us to be able to read something together because it's been a while. I think the last book that we read relatively at the same time and actually got to talk about was American Gods, and that was in 2020. So I'm like begging him to actually pick up more books and get back into reading. And this would definitely be right up his alley because this is a school of deadly assassins. And like, yeah, that's it. That's all I'm telling you because I don't even know the rest. This is a revenge story. That's what I know. A revenge story about this girl who ended up alone, going under the wing of a mentor, and is now trying to get into the deadliest assassin group in the country or universe or world. I don't know. And it's so good. It's so good. This like I knew I love it. It's just intimidating. I don't know. I'm very excited about finally getting into this though because I feel like I've constantly been like depriving myself from really good reads because they're so intimidating. But like I just gotta dive in. I just gotta dive in, and I'm very happy with this choice because it is really good. Finally, the last thing that I landed on was the prompt jar again, and I got multi POV. So for this is not going to get finished anytime soon, but I just thought it'd be a great chance to put this on the TBR finally and pick up The Way of Kings. Sorry, The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This definitely has multi POVs. I don't know how many. And honestly, I'll be lucky if I even get like 50 pages into this by the end of the month with how busy I am and with how many things I have going on. But I want to start it. I've been like itching for epic stories, and I know that like this already has like a lot of world building that is like a lot to wrap my head around. So I just like it just takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of mind power, and I know that this is a epicness on a universal scale that I just need to dive in. I'm like so excited. I can't put this off any longer because I just keep on thinking about it. And I just keep on thinking about how much I'm going to love this. And I need to stop being intimidated, even though this is 1,200 pages long. So this isn't going to be finished anytime soon. Probably, I want to say by the end of the summer. Because I will be picking up so many other things throughout the month as well. And usually when I pick up a Brandon Sanderson book, that's like my long-term book. You know, I finished The Hero of Ages within like 5 months, maybe. So if I finish this even by the end of the summer, then I'll be lucky. Then I'll be glad. This is my little stack in terms of the physical books that I might pick up. And then I have Every Heart a Doorway by Shonen Maguire, whatever manga I feel like I want to pick up, Disciples of Chaos by M.K. Lob, whatever graphic novel I feel like I want to pick up. Horror books, we have Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones and The Children of Red Peak by Craig DeLuey, as well as possibly the next one being Burn the Negative by insert author name here. Then we have Morley Gray Character, we have My Baby Darrow from Morning Star by Pierce Brown. We have a physical book, which is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. And then we have multi-POV, Way of Kings by Brandy Sandy. And thank you so much for being here, for listening to me, and being interested in seeing what I want to pick up and read this month. Sorry for being so late and my scheduling being very erratic lately. My next videos aren't really going to be on time anyways. I don't know when my scheduling is going to clear up, probably by mid-June. So until then, you'll see a video whenever you see a video. So if you want to leave a comment, just let me know that you were here and you watched the full video. Leave a crow emoji, if there is a crow, or just any bird emoji for this book right here, this little crow. Or comment what book you were most excited to pick up this month. I'm very intrigued to know. I'm always open for more recommendations. Let me know if you liked any of the books that I mentioned here today. I hope the sun is shining where you are and the birds are chirping, and that you are having an amazing reading month, that you're picking up good books, and that you're picking up the books that are intimidating you because you know that they'll be good reads and that you know that you'll love them. Pick those books up and you won't be disappointed. And subscribe as well if you want to help support my channel and hear from me in the future so that I could talk about what I thought about all of these books. So you will be there along with me for the journey. Thank you so much again. Bye.